Hi, I'm back 1 week today from having that tooth out. No dry socket. Yes, thank you. Before I start, just to let you know, we may have a visitor during this video. Might seem a little strange to some. To me, it's perfectly normal. And no, I'm not trapped in Halloween. I just like gothic-y stuff. So, there you are. So, no dry socket. Fantastic. I've had quite a few in the past, and for anyone else who's had them, you will be aware they hurt. Some people say that you don't get them on the top. Yes, you do get them on the top as well as the bottom. They're more likely to happen on the bottom, apparently, and they're more painful on the bottom. But don't confuse that and think that they don't hurt up there, because they do. So this time I'm really pleased. I think a lot of that was down to the dentist and the way he pulled the tooth out. Sorry, that's the visitor if she comes in. That's her feet, as you can see. Come in, darling. Anyway. So basically, he didn't do lots of crunching and cracking. He did a bit of twisting, and then he said he likes to use brute force, and then he pulled it, and pop out it come. If you saw my previous video with me with the mad hair, you will have seen the tooth. And what it did is it left a high-sided gum around the hole. I don't think you can see. It's high at the front and high at the back, so my tongue wasn't going in it. So I think that helped a lot. Also, on the next day, when I started the salt water rinses, you don't do it vigorously, you just do it gently over it. But I also started using this stuff, which I discovered recently, colloidal silver. So on that second day, I started to just spray it like this. That's it, not into the hole, just over it, so some of it would go in. Also, on day 4, 5, I had lots of discomfort, and I thought, oh no, I'm probably going to get a dry socket. But I think it was just the day 4, 5, as a lot of people who've had extractions know. That seems to be one of the most uncomfortable days. I don't know if the nerves are doing something different. So I used this then, and I had a headache, so I sprayed it up my nose too, which helps with the sinuses. Do you really want to see me do that? Why not? That's 1. 2. And that helps. That helps with sinuses, and it does work. It really does, which is great. So whether this helped as a preventative from getting a dry socket, I don't know. But I'm going to say, I've only got 6 teeth left now. Obviously, these are a denture. If I end up losing those, I will do that again. So I would say to anyone else, what have you got to lose? It can help with healing, and come here, madam. It can help with beating infection. So why not? The other thing, of course, when I did have dry socket is the very first time I went to a dentist and they put stuff in to the hole. I bought my own tub of this stuff. Oh, thrown it around. And it's called Alvocure or something. I don't know if you can see it. And I'll show you what it looks like. Dentists don't recommend that you buy your own tub of this, but when I was going through multiple extractions and stuff, I figured why not. So, and it looks like tobacco, and I would just take a little piece of this, rinse the hole out a little bit first, not massively, please don't poop on my head, and just then gently put that in the hole. Right, let's put this away before she starts to investigate. Would you like to see her? There she is. This is Friday. She lives here. Hey, Friday. And then the one thing that did save me was clove oil, which I just put a few drops in a cup with some pre-boiled water and then put a cotton bud in it. I'm not going to do it because I haven't got dry socket, but you can get the gist. Just a few drops of that, a few drops of pre-boiled water, and then put it in, and then I'll do it on the other side. I will just hold it and just keep it there until the pain subsided. And I'd do that numerous times a day. I'd have the cup by my bed, so if I woke up in the night and it hurt, then I would do it. I wouldn't put it on neat because it really stings neat. And of course, on the side of the packet, it says you shouldn't be putting it on your gums anyway. Or I can tell you most people with dry socket have been putting this stuff all over their gums. So when that hurts, you want to get rid of it. And keep up with the salt water rinses, because that helps too. And there we go. So that's my dry socket advice, and Mother Nature creating cloves has saved me many times. Friday, come in the picture. Why don't you just sit there? No, she's not having it. She wants to be on my head. I rescue animals, if you didn't know, so there are sometimes animals around. I used to do it a lot, now I've kind of stepped back, but there's the odd one that still lives here, and that's Friday, and she can't ever be released, so she stays here. And she's my friend. Aren't you, Friday? There you go, just sit on my shoulder. So that's rather weird. Here we are talking about teeth, and then we have a pigeon. So these are fine. The adjustment that the denture lady did is great. The extraction is great. And I feel great. I feel a lot better. So hopefully now this tooth is out, I can start to get on the mend. I haven't had the face x-ray yet because the machine is currently broken and awaiting a part at the hospital. So I'll do that and then maybe find out next week. It should have been this week, but yeah, that happens. But I'm just glad this tooth is out, and it's giving me time to heal before I go and have that. Blood tests from the other video, if you saw it, everything was good except my anemia was down a bit. That's due to women's problems. My iron level, was down a bit, and therefore a little bit anemic. Been there before, sorted that out, sort that out again. And I had inflammation shown in my blood, so I'll have another blood test. But the site episodes, I haven't had an ocular migraine now for quite a while. Bear in mind, I had 2 courses of antibiotics, one from the other dentist and one from the new dentist before this tooth come out. So if infection was causing that, hopefully the infection is gone, and now the tooth is gone. Great. So there. That's it. I'm going to say goodbye. Friday. I don't think she's going to come and say goodbye. I hope you're all doing well, and if you get dry socket, don't panic. Go to a dentist if you can to get that stuff put in. It's up to you if you want to buy your own. As I say, dentists don't particularly like it, but it helped me. I will say though, if you're a denture wearer like I am, this stuff stains them. So hence there's still quite a bit in that pot, because I obviously had a partial denture for quite a while before the full upper denture that I have now, and I will be getting the lower denture at some point. I'm going to go now because she's flown off. Friday! But yeah, clove oil. Bye! Friday!